Let's start with a hard question. If God asked you to give something up tomorrow, could you? Not your phone, not your habits, your money. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Money doesn't have to be evil to become an idol. It just has to sit in the wrong place in your heart. Most people think idolatry looks like statues and golden calves, ancient rituals, obvious rebellion. But modern idolatry is quieter. It wears suits. It builds businesses. It sets financial goals. It even goes to church. And sometimes it looks responsible. So how do you know when money has crossed the line from tool to master? Here are 5 signs. Sign number 1. Your peace rises and falls with your bank account. Be honest. When your account balance is up, you feel confident, secure, calm. When it drops, anxiety hits, irritation grows, you snap at people, you panic. Your emotional stability becomes directly tied to your financial situation. That's not stewardship. That's dependence. Money was never meant to be your source of peace. If numbers on a screen control your joy more than your faith does, something is out of order. Security is good. Wisdom is good. Planning is good. But if your sense of worth and safety disappears the moment money shifts, it may have become your functional savior. Sign number 2. You compromise your values for financial gain. This one stings. Maybe it's cutting ethical corners in business. Maybe it's exaggerating the truth to close a deal. Maybe it's staying silent when you should speak up because you don't want to lose income. When money starts justifying behavior you once knew was wrong, it's no longer just currency. It's authority. An idol always demands sacrifice. And if the sacrifice is your integrity, that's a dangerous exchange. Character should never be negotiable. If your decisions are increasingly shaped by profit instead of principle, pause. You may not be serving God with money. You may be serving money instead. Sign number 3. You think about money more than you think about purpose. There's nothing wrong with financial goals. But what dominates your mental space? Are you constantly calculating, comparing, worrying, chasing? Do you scroll through content that fuels envy and ambition more than growth and gratitude? Whatever consumes your thoughts often reveals what controls your heart. If your dreams are entirely income-based, lifestyle-based, status-based, with no deeper mission, that's a red flag. Money is a tool to support purpose. It was never meant to replace it. When the size of the house matters more than the peace inside it, when the salary matters more than the calling, when the image matters more than the impact, money may have quietly taken the throne. Sign number 4. You struggle to give even when you can afford to. This one is subtle. You tell yourself you'll give later, when you make more, when you feel more secure, when it's more convenient. But later keeps moving. Generosity becomes theoretical instead of practical. Here's the reality. Generosity reveals trust. If giving makes you deeply uncomfortable, not cautious but fearful, ask yourself why. Is it wisdom or is it attachment? When money feels too painful to release, it may have wrapped itself around your identity. An open hand reflects trust. A clenched fist often reveals fear, and fear-based holding is one of the clearest signs of idolatry. Sign number 5. You measure people by their income or status. This is where money becomes more than personal. It becomes relational. Do you respect wealthy people more automatically? Do you dismiss those who earn less? Do you feel inferior around success or superior around struggle? When money becomes your value system, it reshapes how you see others. And that's dangerous, because human worth was never designed to be graded by salary. When financial success becomes your primary lens for admiration, validation, or comparison, you're no longer just using money. You're worshiping what it represents: power, security, influence, control. And here's the core issue. An idol doesn't have to replace God completely. It just has to compete with him. Money promises security. God promises provision. Money promises control. God asks for trust. Money promises status. God calls for humility. The tension is subtle but powerful. And here's the most important part. This isn't about shame. It's about awareness. Money itself is neutral. It can build hospitals, fund missions, feed families, create opportunities, but it makes a terrible master. When money sits in its proper place, as a servant, it becomes powerful for good. When it sits on the throne, it becomes destructive. So ask yourself honestly, if your income doubled tomorrow, would your devotion stay the same? If it vanished tomorrow, would your faith collapse? Those answers reveal more than you think. The goal isn't to reject wealth, it's to refuse worshiping it. Because the moment money becomes your identity, your peace, your ultimate goal, it starts demanding things it was never meant to demand. And idols always take more than they give. If this challenged you, that's a good thing. Growth begins with honesty. If this message opened your eyes, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a heart check about money. Let's build wealth the right way, without losing our souls in the process. Now ask yourself quietly, is money serving you, or are you serving it?